Hello, greetings. Welcome in. Thank you for clicking on my video, and thank you in advance for taking the time to actually watch it. If you could start by just doing me one favor, could you go ahead and if you're not subscribed, could you please subscribe to my channel and like this video? It would be greatly appreciated. So who I am? The godmother. You read the title. But I come here today to talk to you all about love. I love me. I have many loved ones in my life. And I know that there are many people that love me. But I realize there's not a lot of people that get love. Or not everyone gets love. Or everybody knows what love is. And sometimes to get the genuine love becomes hard to come across, be able to decipher or know when that is genuine love, and when to be able to reciprocate and give back. Because if you don't know what something is because you've never had it, you won't know how it feels when you do get it and how to respond. And I just realized that it's because there's a lot of pain and hurt. You know, I don't feel like we were taught enough how to deal with pain and hurt, how to actually confront more of our emotions. There's nothing wrong with therapy. There's nothing wrong with counseling. Nothing wrong with you going to see somebody. But for some reason, many people think that there is. Love becomes so easy to say, but so difficult and challenging to show and do. And a lot of times when we're in that fight or flight, or when we're in that life or death situation, you'll sacrifice yourself, especially because of the love. That's when you do see that genuine love a lot. But it's shown in other ways. It's just that, once again, if you haven't been, if you have not ever been loved or knew what love feels like, you won't recognize it. And there's so many of us that are going through that. The problem is that we find ourselves engaging in relationships where love is very important and respect, of course, but because you don't know how it feels or what it really means or what it looks like, you just jump full in. And it can create a lot of other issues. I notice sometimes it's hard for people to just even receive when somebody tells them they love them. So like my loved ones, it used to be me. So I used to not feel as comfortable to just say the words, I love you. I wasn't comfortable. And it wasn't anything that the person was doing. I wasn't used to it. Always been around my mother. My mother always took care of me. I was the baby. I was spoiled to a degree, but it was a struggle for me to say that I love you. I wouldn't be able to quite point out when I actually became more comfortable with saying it, but I don't allow time to be missed and opportunities not taken for me to tell my loved ones I love them. And I done got so good to where is it that I definitely tell myself I love me. Not in an egotistical, conceited way, in a self-loving way. And once again, that's something that people struggle with. They don't know how to do. And I feel that we need to open up these conversations and have more about it. And then we take that into relationships, whether that be intimate, personal, friendship, professional. So we got to be mindful because a lot of times there's triggers that can come up that we're not even aware that we have. And then that trigger, we do something happens, and then we respond off of that trigger because of that emotion and feeling that we have that we just refuse to talk about or deal with. I didn't know until, of course, I got older and I started paying attention that this was a real issue. This is really out here. I watch a lot of YouTube and I follow a lot of individuals whose content nourish and feed my soul. And in return, my, what can I say, my contribution or my appreciation is to turn around and give back to someone who either did not have access to this experience and this information or did not know about it, whatever the case is. But I also understand why many people do what they do when it comes to sharing whatever it is they share. And it is individuals out here that share love too, for sure. I don't follow hate. Sometimes it's unavoidable to encounter. And because of who I am, I'll analyze and I observe of what is going on, and I realize there's a deeper picture. This is not me. There's a deeper core going on. This is not me personally triggering it. This is not the problem I've created for them. This is something that they have going on, and I just happen to encounter within that path. But I've seen it a lot. And what I also see is not enough work to be done to heal certain things. I think either we're brushing it under the table, under the rug, or many people are just not even making the initiatives to get the help. But then I also know that it's people that don't know who to go to, who to talk to, or don't feel comfortable. I want you to know, if you're out here watching this and you feel like that you don't have anybody that you can be able just to talk to, I'm not able to solve all problems, but I have an ear I can listen. And maybe it's somebody that I can direct you to. I'm not able to solve your problem. I'm open enough for you to be able to feel comfortable, to be in a sacred and safe space to be able to share that. Because it's all about me sharing love and being open to receiving it. This is really what this realm lacks. We have it in us. But we can get scarred and we can get hurt and we turn it off. We just get to the point to say, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to have that emotion or that feeling. And I recently have seen a television show and it kind of touched on that, to where it's that you can be hurt so deeply to where it's that you won't put yourself in a position, to ever be hurt like that again. So you create barriers for yourself because you don't want to be hurt like that. There's many people walking around like that. And if that's you, I'm not here to judge or condemn you. What I'm saying is that you're not alone. And I want you to be able to make an initiative to see or be open to individuals that genuinely want to be able to be there to help. And when you feel that feeling like, I don't trust them individuals, that's your body talking to you for a reason. But there are individuals out there that will help you too. But you have to be open to it. Because it does not feel good to not know what love feels like, or to have love around you, or to be able to share love. But whatever you're going through, that either you've been hurt and you've had it before and you don't know, or you've never had it. Maybe the individuals or the environment that you're around is not allowing you to be able to be receptive to it, or to be open to it, or to want to be around it. I don't know. But maybe it's time to evaluate that as well. Do you feel good when you're in your environments? Do you laugh? Do you glow? What are the conversations with the individuals? I don't know. Are the individuals or the environments that you're around helping you get to higher places in your life on a goal-orientated level? Is it fulfilling you and nourishing you? Ask yourself that. You shouldn't have to be cursing and fighting. You should not have to be arguing. You should not have to be filling it up with gossip. You should not have to be worrying about, well, I'm not able to trust you because, okay, well, you steal or you lie. Those are not environments or places that's going to you're going to get genuine love for, or you even want to give genuine love. So now you need to think about it. And only you know if you feel that way or in those spaces. Do you feel like you can grow? Do you feel like you can fly? You can, let your wings, open up and, you know what I mean, do something different. Do you feel like that? Or do you feel like you're in a cage? Like you're locked up? Like you're confined? Ask yourself that. I love the support system that I have. And my heart and my spirit always guides me to be that to someone else. And right now I am. I am that to several people, which is why I'm even in this space that I am in, because it's a calling for me. I see it so much out here. And trust me, people navigate toward me. I have more people that I don't know that navigate toward me. And I mean, they feel so comfortable just to share their testimonies. And I'm glad they do. And I feel good, and it's a sacred space. They don't have to worry about me blasting it, you know what I'm saying, on top of the world, or telling their business, or, judging them. No. Whatever it is that guided them to me, universe wanted me, the powers that be, the creator, God, wanted me to do something with them that maybe they struggle with, or they had a challenge with, and maybe they just not around the individuals that can help them like that. But they was guided to me because I possibly could. And that's kind of where I am now. And that's what I do. I speak life into individuals. In my house, in my environment, I nourish and feed and provide protection for your mind, body, and soul. That's what it's about. No, with all the things that I've went through, to me, it makes no sense to waste time on anything other than elevating yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, and financially. And if that in which you are engaging in or participating in or around is not doing that, maybe that's why your flower is not growing. And a flower growing looks different to all of us. Where somebody may think that a flower growing is them driving a Benz. Whereas another person, flowers growing, that they finally got that bicycle that they've been wanting because they can get the exercise they need out of it. So it's different. There's no rule books to it, except it is what you put the work into doing. What do you love to do? Are you doing it? What do you enjoy doing? Are you doing it? What makes you smile and laugh? Are you participating in more of that? And don't worry about looking at nobody else in their life and what they're going through. Trust me. We've been there and did that too. We salute them and we congratulate them on all their blessings and winnings, but we focused on our own plate. Let's focus on our own plate. Not saying you're not able to applaud somebody else's plate, but go ahead and get in the kitchen and get your plate. However that looks. Not what nobody else think it needs to look like. But you have to do it. Genuine love feels like that when you have individuals feed that to you. Not knock you and tear you down. Tough love, there is good tough love. To me, tough love is honesty. I love you enough to be honest with you on maybe things that you probably don't want to hear, but you know you need to hear. I love you enough to say, man, you don't have to sit here and try to figure out where you're going to get some money to eat at. But What you can do is you can come here because I know I cook every day. And you can have you a plate. You know you're going to get fed. Genuine love comes from the heart with no attachments and not looking for nothing in return for what someone did for you. And that's how you do the same. That's how you demonstrate genuine love yourself. But if you're not around people, environments, individuals, jobs, occupations that actually bring out the best in you, why do you tolerate it? I ask myself this question many times. So you're not alone. And it doesn't mean that because the question is asked or we have to ask ourselves that question like something is wrong with us. No. It's just that a lot of times the question being asked makes us be able to look at a perspective that's going to be able to get us in an energy in a place where it's like, we got to make that next step because this don't seem right. But it has to come from you. And as your godmother, I want to give you nothing but love because you deserve it. Genuine love. I've been drinking on me some tea, and this is some hibiscus tea. I don't really have particular flavors that I like. I have been following a couple people, and I'm going to do me a couple shout outs right now because I get inspired by so many people. And it's a lot of individuals that make content, whether it be YouTube, social media, they have websites, whatever the case is. There's a lot of content out here. And you choose what's best for you when it comes to what it is that you want to do. Because for me, I found me some amazing people that have shared so much content that they have played a big part in the changes for the betterment I've made in my life. I've been doing things before I've came into contact with these individuals, and then there are things that I am doing now because I have came into contact with these individuals. So it is individuals out here. If you need help, I'm just placing myself to let you know I'm one of these ones too. My story, what makes me qualified? Well, I have a book. Check out my book, Lady in the Triumph. And I also have a book, Set Your Ship to Sail. My information is in my bio. But trust me, we all can give back in some way. And so this is my way because of the individuals that have given back that I've encountered and I receive. I came across this woman a year ago. I never even heard of her. And so pardon myself. Queen Afua. Man, a goddess in the sight. The knowledge and the wisdom that this divine energy holds, shares, and spreads, I'm thankful. She recently had an event. I apologize, but I do not know the name of the event, but it was for a whole bunch of women. I definitely have that on the radar to be able to accompany them next time. But the teachings that this goddess is sharing to my sisters, I love it, and I'm thankful, and I'm taking notes and applying them in my life. That helps. Thank you, Queen Afua. This next woman, another goddess. I'll drink me some tea on this. Iyanla Vanzant. What? Oh my goodness. Thank you. I have followed her since Oprah. Fixed My Life. Amazing. And I love how she used as far as you want to talk about giving gifts or buying something. Give something And that's going to be another video that I'm going to do later on. Tools that people can use that are inside, that can go with them forever. I come from an era where is it that we had to memorize our number, right? But we live in a world now where is it that everything is just placed on a device and it's stored. But we had to store it here. You had to know your telephone number, you had to know your address, you had to know your mama's name, your daddy's name, all of this. We didn't have any devices to store it on. And it's interesting how the more that we use devices, the less we store things. Just imagine how many numbers we knew, right? So I like going back to that, and I love how Iyanla Vanzant spoke on there's different experiences that you can give people for gifts. I'm going to try to find that video. That way I can actually get the name of it and put it in the comments. But it's a video, and it made sense. You know, an example of the experience where you pay for somebody to go to a women's empowerment session, right? They get these connections. They do these networkings. This experience stays with them. They get taught things. We can easily buy a gift, but that's one of those meaningful gifts. Excuse me. And I love how Iyanla Vanzant encouraged and talked about and advocated how these are gifts that we need to. She's amazing. I love her teachings. I love her wisdom. I love her love. I love her knowledge. I love the experiences that she's went through that she shared that played an integral part in who she is today. I love that, you know what I'm saying? She takes spirituality and she takes the faith and she applies that to the tools that she gives others in order to help them with their healing process. So, big ups to Iyanla Vanzant. My next one. Took my tea. This young star, king, God. 19 keys. I definitely follow him. I not only follow him, I take notes on him. I pay attention to him. And it's well I will be going to see him close to my birthday. I'm from Chicago and he's coming here. But what the young brother does so graciously and genuinely, and you see that in his work, it's what he does. It's the initiative, it's the effort, it's the consistency, it's the passion. Thank you. Yes, he's a nice looking brother, and many women have shared that. There's no need for me to harp on that because I have a very handsome man myself. We get past that, and the knowledge that this brother has and that he chooses to share with his community, people, thank you. Definitely follow him. Billy Carson, Forbidden Knowledge. Some people may know him, some people don't. Look him up. He might not be on your level, but man, very knowledgeable and informative man. He knows some things. He brings his receipts on the knowledge that he shares. And you talking about if you're going to sit here and pay attention to some things, make sure you're paying attention to some things that are meaningful. Billy Carson giving you some. Thank you. Forbidden Knowledge. Another one, Dr. Boyce Watkins. The objective and the efforts and the initiative to raise the financial consciousness and knowledge of the Black community, thank you. I've been so off into corporate world and into just I have to go to work and make ends meet that there's a lot of things that I don't get to attend to like I do, but trust me. This year I've did more of more, and now next year it's only going to be even better. But I've been listening. And Dr. Boyce Watkins, you'll see me in your class very soon. But I pay attention. Still not as knowledgeable on the stocks like I want to be, but that's definitely an avenue that I'm going to visit. Thank you for what you do. Last but not least, two individuals. We got 363 Empire, Radio Rich, and then you got Michi X. I love when I see the young ones, and I'm older. Yeah, I know I don't look old, but I'm a godmother for a reason. Nevertheless, these are the younger ones that are out here advocating in the community, advocating for the black community, sharing the knowledge to people, period, doing their part. I have to give them credit. No, not credit. Honor, grace, thanks, and appreciation. And so trust me, with all the knowledge that I'm receiving from all of these good people, the godmother ain't got nothing but good and genuine love to give to you all, because that's what we need. There's enough bad mess, chaos, evil, negativity that's going to surface. We don't need to add to it. I know I won't. And you're welcome, because you don't have to worry about it being surfaced over here. Thank y'all for taking the time out to just listen to me, because I want y'all to know that I'm definitely taking the time out to be able to listen to y'all. Once again, if you haven't already, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Like, share this video, please. And remember, it gotta be that genuine love, and you gonna feel it. And if you're not familiar with how it feels, start loving on yourself and see how you feel when you get it. That's how it should always feel with anything outside of it. And if it's not giving you that, remove yourself. You are amazing. You are great. Your best days are in front of you. You enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to enjoy the rest of mine as I continue to drink on my tea. Until we have some tea again. Be safe. And have a good one.